Two recent Biden blunders underscore the increasingly dangerous activities of this administration. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The Biden White House just announced that it'll ban oil and gas drilling in a huge part of Alaska, much of it in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, ANWR. Existing leases in ANWR will be canceled. The only good thing here is that the administration did not upend the Willow oil drilling project it had approved earlier this year. Some 180,000 barrels of oil a day will eventually be produced there. That decision upset extreme environmentalists, a key reason why the White House is doing this big mammoth lockdown right now. What President Biden has just done will, if not reversed, deprive the U.S. of millions of barrels of future oil production. That, in turn, will make us even more dependent on Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, and yes, Russia, which has achieved real success in busting sanctions imposed after Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Oil, like money, is fungible. Russia sells the oil to a third party, which can then sell it to the U.S. ANWR has been the subject of controversy for years, as anti-fossil fuel fanatics have given ANWR an image of lush, pristine wilderness where polar bears and other wildlife freely frolic. ANWR is no such thing. It is largely a desolate, mosquito-infested piece of real estate. Oil companies have carefully designed projects that would be environmentally safe. Their footprint, given the size of ANWR, which encompasses about 19 million acres, would be minimal. But facts don't matter here. After all, Venezuelan crude is notoriously dirty. Emotional ignorance reigns. Gratuitously hobbling oil production here and elsewhere in the U.S. is another signal to an anxious world that we're not really serious about strengthening our economy. A strong economy is a necessity if we're to lead the free world in countering the ongoing aggressive moves by Xi Jinping and Putin. The other big Biden blunder is the president's decision to snub two key upcoming conferences in Asia, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, and the coinciding East Asia Summit being held in Indonesia. Biden will attend a diplomatic meeting in India and stop by Vietnam, but Vice President Kamala Harris is subbing for Biden at those two other confabs. This is seen by Asians as a slap in the face, especially to Indonesia. That country is the largest democratic Muslim nation. While it's good the White House is working more closely with critical countries like Japan, South Korea, Australia, the Philippines, and Vietnam, giving the back of its hand to Indonesia is reckless nonsense. No surprise, China has been moving closer to Indonesia. Asians are well aware that as China builds up its aggressive naval presence, the U.S. is cutting back the number of ships in our already undersized Navy. These Biden moves, like too many other destructive ones, underscore how crucial next year's elections will be for our future security and prosperity. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.